This is The Voice of Land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Jay Banky. It's a guest-a-palooza here, and we start off with one heck of a guest. It is Browns running back Demetric Felton joining us here on The Voice of Land. Demetric, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. How are things out in California?
Oh, it's great right now. I'm not in snow. I get to be warm, so I'm enjoying it a lot right now.
I'm just going to tell you right now, Demetric, we're living vicariously through you on the show. You know, as much as we're going to have some fun and talk some Star Wars and, nerd out on some things and talk a little football, vicariously we're living through you right now. We're feeling the warmth from California through the Zoom call right now. So we appreciate you coming on and bringing that warmth to Cleveland, Ohio, even for a few moments.
Hey, no problem.
So, Demetric, we'll get into all the Star Wars stuff, like we said here, in just a moment, and all the fun stuff we're going to get into. But, Brown season wrapped up a couple weeks ago. We were kind of talking before we came on. Playoffs are going on right now. I know you guys wanted to be there, but for you personally, how would you kind of describe your first year in the NFL? What did you learn, and what are the off-season workouts going to look like for you, fueled by what you learned in your first year from college to the pros?
Yeah, definitely. Disappointing season for us. We all wanted to make it to the playoffs and go have a chance at that ring, but things happen. So right now we're just gonna reset, take a nice little needed break, and then get back to it when it's time. My first year, I had a really good time. It was a lot. The team dealt with a lot, but through that, I was able to make a lot of good friendships with my new teammates. Be able to learn from a lot of guys that I grew up watching, whether it's Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, and like a whole bunch of other guys on the team. Man, just seeing how they go about their business, how they work, was very exciting for me and a dream come true. So, I really enjoyed it. For the off season, right now I'm just chilling out, just resting right now, spending time with my family. But sooner or later, I'm gonna go back to Arizona, and start training at Exos, get my speed back up, strength and everything. Just trying to hone in on all my skills. So when I come back to camp, I'm able to show them that they can, use me more. So that's the plan.
Your first touchdown I was there. It was electric. You busted out the spin move on someone, broke another tackle, and then you hit the speed burst. It looked like a Madden play. How pumped were you to get that first NFL touchdown? Like, that just had to be awesome for you.
It was amazing. Like, I was just, the whole preseason, like I was catching the ball one out, but like not making like any plays. I wanted to show them that I'm a playmaker and whatnot. So when that happened, it kind of just happened. It was so like it was wild. Jarvis ended up going down, so they just threw me out there, and we ran a screen, and then I ran that a lot of college and everything. Just hit the hole. Guys were in good position, so I just could get through the hole, and then the rest is just instinct. So. Yeah. It was awesome, man. Great experience. Had my parents in that end zone too, so be able to share that moment with them after just grinding and them always being there with me every step of the way. It was a great experience.
Yeah, I'd say one of my favorite things I noticed about you right away is you have a lot of heart when you play. Like, you sell out to catch that ball like over the middle. You're not afraid to take a hit. You want the ball and you're going to catch it, and I just appreciate that. Like, you have no idea, my friend.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well, looking at touchdowns too, it's kind of crazy that you catch one in the first home game in a screen pass, a little bit longer in nature, and then you catch one in the last home game too. But more so with that last touchdown, that special moment with the fan in the stands. It was his first game, a kid. I saw it on Bill and the Browns, but just kind of talk to how important it is for you to be that role model, kind of what experiences you may have had as a kid, that kind of players interacting with kids and kind of bringing them up or anything like that, having that interaction with the youth or making an impact in your community. How important is that to you?
I feel like that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Um, when I was growing up, I was surrounded by great men like my father, my coaches, people who were great role models to me, and always, went out their way to do something special for me. And so when I knew whenever I had that opportunity that I want to do the same thing, I want to give kids inspiration, hope, and in hopes that it'll make them better, make them better people, and be able to pass that along as well.
And I mean, being that inspiration, the kids. Who else? Who may have been like an inspiration, maybe on the team, or someone you could go to all the time? You had one heck of a running back room, but also in the wide receiver room, special teams room. Who were those guys or coaches that you could go to even in your first year to gain inspiration from, and whether for on the field or off the field? Who were those guys for you in year one?
Yeah, it was in the running back room. It was definitely Coach Stump and
Best beard in the
yeah,
business.
yeah. Yeah, he does. He has a pretty awesome beard, but he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's a great coach, and he always encouraged me ever since I stepped foot in Berea. Just he always, told me that he had high expectations, and he believed in me, even though I was a late round pick. And so to have that support system around you is great, man. And in the wide receiver room, Coach O'Shea, Donovan Peoples-Jones, like Donovan definitely helped me out a lot. He was another 6th-round pick, so he just shared with me his experiences, and I was just able to pick his brain about it, learn from him, and he's been a great help to me ever since I've been here.
So, like, one of my favorite things about the draft is I love watching your guys' reaction. Like, where else do you get to watch young people like you got your dream job and then you see the reaction? How was it,
Yeah.
even though you were a 6th-round pick, like, to know you just got drafted in the NFL? Like, what did that feel like to you?
It was amazing, man. It was just like wow. It was just like a really just humbling experience to know that I accomplished my dream. Something that I said that I wanted to do since I was 7 years old, and I never strayed away from it. I always wanted to play football in the league and play football in college. So being able to knock down all those goals it's a blessing first and foremost, and it's just a testament to hard work and dedication.
Now, I set you up for this because this is like you're breaking one of our dreams. Like you're creating a dream for us right now. I'm talking to a Browns player. We're gonna talk about Star Wars. Like I'm like dreams come true. Like this is surreal to me right now that I'm literally talking to a Browns player. Probably unprofessional to gush about this, but whatever. We don't care.
I mean,
we're just happy we're unbelievably happy right now.
Yeah,
I feel like when you got drafted, it's like this is surreal to me right now.
Yep.
I mean, there's career aspirations for all of us, but I mean, it's just this is a fun time. We're having a lot of fun with Browns running back Demetric Felton, who's joining us here on the Voice of the Land tonight. And just to wrap up the football talk, though, I saw on Building the Browns. I saw a few things on there that really caught my eye, and we're gonna. I have a couple questions for you about Uno too to get to either before or after our first break. But one thing that I saw that you do collect is NFL jerseys, and saw that you had gotten Jarvis's jersey from the Texans game, looking for that to be signed. But what other jerseys do you have already, and which ones are you looking to get? Are you most anticipating trying to get for that collection?
Man, okay. Well, I'll start off what I have. So, a lot of them are like UCLA alumni. So I have Eric Kendricks, um, my boy Chris Barnes, linebacker, for the Green Bay Packers. Who else? I got one of Odell's jerseys. I wanted one of those badly, so I was happy I got that before he left. Um, those Man, I'm like drawing blanks.
It's like when you're trying to download music and then you can't think of a single song when you want to download it. You're like, what is it?
Yeah,
But then when you're not by your computer, like, oh, there's this song and that song.
yeah. Greg gave me one. There's a lot I need more, but I got a good amount like of jerseys. Amon Ross St. Brown. He's another rookie. He plays for the Lions, and he broke the rookie receiving record. So I was
Hmm.
like, ooh, I'm glad I got that one.
Yeah, he
Uh,
did pretty well for me in fantasy football actually.
yeah, yeah, he had a great year. Um, Man, I gotta go back in the stash and see what else I got. But I got a good little collection right now.
Hmm.
I still need to get jerseys from Chubb, Kareem, bunch of guys on the team that I want to get. I know I want to get a Keenan Allen jersey. I know I want to get a
Can't have any Steelers jerseys though. No Steelers jerseys. That's our only rule.
All right, I don't have one of those yet.
If you get one,
But
just
yeah,
don't
man.
just don't tell us. That's all.
Yeah.
If you get one, don't tell us. I know buddies are all around the league and guys you went to school with, so don't worry about it. If you get one, just don't tell us about it. It's all right.
Yeah, I'll just keep it low key.
All right, all right.
But yeah, man, there's a whole bunch of jerseys. I can't name all the people because I'm a ask them. I be asking everybody. So
Well, I mean, I also see you collect shoes. I'm a big shoe guy. I've had to, I got a wedding coming up, so I've kind of had to, make sure I'm budgeting for that. So I've put away the trying to get shoes added to my collection. I don't have very many, but have a few, like 30 or so in my room right now. I saw that you were like retweeting a bunch of shoes online. I just had to ask you, like, what is the line of shoes that you gotta collect, or is there a brand that you go to more often? Are you able to get in on these drops on these shoes or anything, or is it just like just kind of always had that link to shoes, like really into the shoe game?
yeah, I mean, I would say it definitely kind of started in college, where I started like get, trying to like get shoes and whatnot, and then my dad got into it too, and so my dad his collection is insane. I need to show you guys that because it's way better than mine.
Yeah,
But
you'll have to tweet that out.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I need to show like just a little picture of it because it's insane. He should be ashamed of himself. No. But no, just definitely just Jordans. My favorite Jordans are Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s. Those are my favorite silhouettes. Um, and then I recently, since I'm signed to Adidas, I've been getting into a lot of those shoes too. And so
Okay.
my favorite pair of Adidas is the Forums. The Forums are really clean to me. So I have a pretty wide range. You know, that it's just I feel like it's just fun, man. Just being able to just another hobby, and something that you can connect with people with, a lot of conversation starters and whatnot. So definitely love my shoes and my jersey collection. I'm just wanting to get better and better.
Yeah, I'm a big Ultra Boost guy from Adidas, and if there's one shoe out there that's on my bucket list, if I don't get any other like high profile type shoes the rest of my life, I'm totally fine with it if I get my hands on a pair of Jordan 11 Space Jams, because like that was my favorite movie growing up as a kid. First one I got to see in theaters. Space Jam Jordan 11s is the one pair of shoes is the only one I would need, and I would be fine never getting another pair of shoes except for the ones I got to beat up and walk around the streets through the snow all the time, man.
Yeah, I always get Nike Air Max 90s a lot.
Those are clean too.
I got a
Oh
pair
yeah.
of orange ones that are like camoed
Yeah.
for the game days. I get
Mhm.
people that stop me and like, "Can I take pictures of those?" I'm like, "Okay, I don't care." Like, sure, I appreciate it. Like, it's kind of cool, but yeah,
Yeah.
people love shoes, man. They do
Yeah.
love their shoes.
They do. It's like I don't know. You beat them up, they get dirty pretty easily and whatnot. But no, it's just something about having a cool looking pair of shoes that is exciting to people. But I'm never able to win on the drops. Or do you guys have any luck or?
I don't
or
even try.
I had
what?
I had one, and it wasn't even me who had the luck. I was working at the time. My fiance, Jana, she was able to get in on a sneakers drop for LeBron 17s, his I Promise School ones.
Mm.
what he's done in this community. Of course, big fan of him growing up, but
There's a jersey you need.
yeah, that is
Oh,
the jersey that you need. But I mean, he'll be in town, I think, in a little while. But I don't know when that Lakers Cavs game is. But you're out in California, so maybe you get to see him in California. I don't know, but his work he's done in the community and those I Promise school ones were really cool. And that was the only time that we even tried. And because everybody's got those bots now and the guys that resell them online and everything. Like, it's so hard if you want the shoe yourself, it's so hard to get those to actually pay retail. You're gonna pay like $200 more if that to get shoes you really want.
Yeah, it's too they I feel like they just make it too hard for people to be able to get the shoes they want now. Just because of the bots, they take up everything, and then they just ruin the shoe game with all that stuff.
Yeah.